People
Coming
always
up,
say to us, you gotta follow your heart, you gotta do what it is you want to do. But I understand, for you souls out there who are like, I genuinely don't know where to start, but you want to start so badly, start with clearing your mind. You cannot hear your intuition over your thoughts. Sometimes we hold on to a thought, we'll grab a thought, we see it and we hold on to it and we keep it stuck instead of letting it flow. And then we do that so much, we're grasping onto all of these thoughts. Let them go. It's taking you a little bit longer than everybody else, simply because number one, your path is not everybody else's, and number two, you're not traveling the same path as everybody else. Think about it like this: if you and everybody else was taking the same path, was taking the easy way down the road, y'all will all end up there around the same time. Y'all all gonna end up in the same place. But because you are following your heart, because you are dancing to the beat of your own drum, it's not gonna look nothing like how anybody else's life looks. Your life does not look practical to the, I don't want to say brainwashed, you get what I mean, but your life does not look practical to someone who's just not able to comprehend at that level yet. In so many words, the way you live your life, the way you're doing things, it does not make sense to those who cannot take it in because they just are not at that level yet. But the thing is, you have to validate yourself. You don't need anyone to tell you what you're worth and who you are. That's what it is. When you seek validation from other people, you're like, tell me what I'm worth. Tell me who I am. You gotta tell yourself that. But that's not the topic of this video. When you are following your heart, everything that is meant for you has your name and your name on it only. Nobody can take that away from you. They can try to steal it. They can try to delay how quick you get it, because how fast you move on your path is determined by you. If you believe that at the end, when you make it to your destination, however far you want to go, because you can keep going. Once you make it to a destination, you can keep going. Once you achieve one dream, you can keep going. Once you do this, once you accomplish this one milestone, once you get there, you can keep going. It's up to you. But at the end of the day, how fast you get there is all up to you. When your energy is up, when you're feeling positive, when you're feeling good, you're paving the way faster. And that's another thing that I wanted to say. It takes you longer because you have to pave the way yourself. You get what I mean? You're the one that's actually chipping away at the road and digging the dirt out the way, when the easier path, the well-traveled path, has already been made. So it's like, think about it like this. Think about like going into a forest and you see a hiking trail, and you can take the hiking trail, but everybody who takes the hiking trail is gonna end up seeing the same destination at the end of the hiking trail. Yeah, ooh, follow me with this, okay? Or you can be like, I want to go over there a little bit off the trail and see something different, see something new. You will never get lost, and you will never end up someplace that you're not supposed to be, as long as you are following your heart, and as long as you're listening to your intuition. Because when your intuition is constantly warning you of danger, it's picking up on positive energies, negative energies, safe energy, dangerous energy, all sorts of things. So when you listen to it, you will be kept on the right path. I'm telling you, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. The way I see it, another way you can see it, it's like, it's a difference between building a railroad and then riding a train. You get what I mean? Because building a railroad is going to take longer than riding a train, of course, but you're paving the way. You have to understand, you're paving the way for yourself, and not only that, but those who come after you, if you decide to have a legacy or lineage, or whatever the word is, bloodline, I think. If you decide to continue that on, you're not only just showing people in so many words, oh my gosh, please bear with me with this. In so many words, when you are following what it is that you are meant to do, you are motivating and inspiring other souls who are on that well-traveled path to stop and be like, no, if she can go down her own path and come out successful, so can I. And it brings more fulfillment. It's so much more rewarding to be on your own path and to pave your own way, because the way I like to see it is, as you're digging in the dirt, it's like you're finding treasures. And like I said, nobody can take what is meant for you. So as you are paving your way, along the way, you're going to dig up things that are beautiful. You're going to dig up things that need to be healed. You're going to dig up things that strengthen you, that feel like they're beating you down. You're going to come across so many things but they are all meant for you. Nobody can take that away from you. Do not grow tired of doing the right thing. Do not grow tired of doing what's best for you. And I mean genuinely doing what's best for you. I'm not talking to the people that do the slimy, grimy things and say, oh, this is what's best for, like, no. I'm talking about to the people who genuinely are good-hearted, kind-hearted, and they're doing what's best for them. Don't feel bad about that. Just because it's impractical to somebody else, it's not impractical to you. It's meant for you. You have to understand that in life, the reason why our lives, all of our lives, contain struggle is because of our roots. We all come from sin. We inherited sin from our ancestors, Adam and Eve, unfortunately. It's not funny. It's really not funny, but at the same time, it's kind of funny. But it's not a laughing matter. It's not a laughing matter. All right, Jill, for real. But the thing that I was talking about was struggling, right? We all have inherited sin and these things that we just do because we're not perfect. We do these things because we've inherited that sin, right? And so we're just bound to make mistakes. We're bound to mess up. But where was I going with this? Please get it back, get it back, get it back. We struggle because we have inherited that sin, which kind of, you know, offsets the righteousness within us. Okay, so pretty much what I was saying with all of that is simply like, because we have inherited that, there is light and dark that exists within us. There is righteousness and there is wickedness that exists within us. And so since we have inherited that, by nature we do behave unrighteously. Sometimes we do lean into those wicked aspects of ourselves, which is why it's important to seek God and fill your head with the word of God, so that way you don't give into the temptation of the wickedness. But that's really what I was just trying to say. It's like, it's light and dark within us. And on top of that, that is why we struggle, because of the wickedness within us. It tempts us. It makes us want to give into it because it presents itself as flashy. It presents itself as the easy way, and so we just lean more on that because we've gotten soft. I've said this countless times. If you go check out the previous videos, we've gotten soft, we've gotten spoiled, we've gotten domesticated. Okay, so we tend to choose the easy route, but just because it comes quicker, the quicker you get it, the quicker it goes. So when you take your time to build something, it will be stable. If you just rush and do it, what do I feel like this thing is looking at me? The quicker you get it, the quicker it falls. The quicker you build it, the quicker it falls. The more effort and time you put into it, the more stable it'll become. But that's why we struggle, because a lot of the times we're impatient. It can be easier to just take the well-known travel path. Somebody paved the way and said, hey, go this way, go to college, get a degree, work till you're 65, retire, go golfing or travel the world, or I don't even know, just do basic stuff like that. And it's the same thing. That's the same path that everybody is taking. But when you follow your path, the righteous path, because here's one thing I've been learning, and I'm gonna keep it real. On my path, ever since I've been following my own path, since like, in some of the words, I feel like I've always been guided to follow my own path, but I've been really like leaning into it sometime in 2023. I want to say summer of 2023. I've been leaning into my own path and everything. And one thing I realized is the more and more I go down my own path, the closer I'm getting to God. Because one thing I'm realizing, you cannot progress further down your path, the path that God has destined to you. You cannot go further unless you commit to righteousness, unless you decide that you're going to be righteous each and every day, unless you decide to live a righteous life. Because in the end, that's what God is guiding us back to. I don't have time for the alcohol and the rap music. Man, there's so many times you can hear a song before you're like, okay. It's so many times you can hear a certain type of song before you're like, okay. All the rap music and the new music that they're coming out with these days, man, any new song that they're coming out with these days is all about the same thing. heartbreaks, pills, drugs, being sad, being depressed, being angry, wanting to kill somebody, wanting to sleep around, wanting to parade your body on the internet, wanting to be half naked or fully naked and post it on the internet, wanting to shoot people, wanting to have guns and tote guns and pop pills and all this. Like, it's only so many times you can hear certain variations of the same thing before you get tired of it. And you'll start to notice that you as you are going down your path, you're not going to be able to tolerate the things that you used to do. One thing I've been saying to myself, because I'm really adjusting to where I am now in my life, and it feels good, but one thing I keep saying to myself is the past is over. I am no longer taking that well-traveled path. Actually, I've gotten so far from that path that it's no turning back. You have to remember that the minute you start going down this path, remind yourself why you started in the first place. Remind yourself that you started simply because the well-traveled path did not feel right to you. The well-traveled path is like boom, 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 and your heart is like doom, 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 da, 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 da. But no, seriously, like, that's what it's like traveling the well-traveled path, the path that everybody and their mom is taking, because that's not the beat of your own heart. That's not what your heart is telling you to dance like. You're taking them slow steps and your heart is telling you do, 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 da. I'm having a good time, man, and that's what it is. The fact that I'm having a good time right now means I'm paving the way faster for myself. It's all about your energy, man. When you decide to stop wallowing, when you decide to stop being in despair, when you decide that there is no way out, because God can make a way out of no way. You could be faced with a brick. I can be looking at this wall. I can't get through that. God, He will make a way. I don't know how. I don't know how He will do it. He will do it. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, but you have to. I'm telling y'all, man. In these days, man, I've been going to church. I've been to church. The last time I've been to church before the times I've been going to church was probably before I even got to middle school. Like, the last time I've been to church, I was probably like in the 5th grade. And even then, my relationship, I really didn't have a relationship with God, and I didn't really have faith in Him. And I've been going to church 3 times now. I was invited a month ago, but I missed the 3rd week, so you know, I've been to church 3 times though, and all I can say is that, all I can say is that righteousness is the way to go. And the more, even if you don't know where to start on your path, even if you don't know your purpose, all you have to do, and I feel like this is important for me to touch on this. I feel like I had to say that because it connects. I feel like I had to talk about church because anyways, even if you don't know where to start, because that's a big thing. People always say to us, you gotta follow your heart, you gotta do what it is you want to do. But I understand, for you souls out there who are like, I genuinely don't know where to start, but you want to start so badly, start with clearing your mind. You cannot hear your intuition over your thoughts. One thing about the intuition, one thing I've learned about the soul is it will not yell. Anything that is loud, the devil is loud because he is inferior. We've all heard the saying how the loudest people are the people who feel the smallest. The loudest people, the most flashiest people, they feel so small that they have to parade themselves as big. Just kind of like how, I think if you didn't notice, if you are faced with a bear, if a bear comes across you, you're supposed to puff yourself up like you're big and bad, bigger than the bear, to scare it away. So even though we're punier than the bear, we puff ourselves up like, yeah, I'm really about it. And what? Me personally, I do not think that would work. Unless I'm wearing 10 puffer coats, 30 pairs of baggy jeans, hiker boots, I don't think that bear, listen, pray for me if that ever happens. Why do I keep doing that, man? Bro, anyways. So like I was saying with all that, if you don't know where to start with clearing your mind. And the way you clear your mind, lately, I've been cleaning. I've been deep cleaning the house lately. And one thing I think I've been doing that for like 3-4 days since this weekend. Today is Wednesday. So since like Friday, Saturday, sometime around that time, I've been deep cleaning the house, just taking my time with it. I'm not trying to rush and deep clean. I'm taking my time and going little by little. That's another thing. But what I'm saying with all this, I've tied the fact that I'm deep cleaning and going over the spots that you really wouldn't see. Is I take that as like, I don't know the word I'm looking for, but I take that as like something that's going on within, because the mind and body is a projection of the soul. So energetically, spiritually, I am cleaning my energy. I'm getting rid of the things that no longer serve me. Remember, I said your past is over. All the types of people that treated you wrong in the past, they are no longer coming into your life again. As you embark down your path of righteousness, number one, you will figure out who you are. Number two, you will figure out your worth. You do not have to know for sure. All you have to do is just imagine who you aspire to become, and you will become that. Imagine what you are worth. If you think you are dirt, literally, that is what you will become. If you believe that you are greatness, if you believe that you are golden, that is how people will perceive you. Even if they cannot see it physically, just energetically, when you believe that your energy is golden, they will see that. And also, most importantly, that is how you will perceive yourself. And you will figure that out along your path. You don't have to know who you are directly in the present moment when you embark on your path. You will figure that out as you travel along. But like I was saying about the clearing the mind thing, I've been cleaning because I realize I'm clearing my mind. The more and more I clean, the more I realize I'm letting go of my past. Because I'm scrubbing the dirt away. I'm scrubbing all that nasty negativity, filthy, dirty, nasty, gunky stuff out of my life, out of my energy, out of my aura. And I feel better. It's making me feel better. And when you feel better, that's when the healing comes in. Because you cannot heal if you don't feel good. You will not be able to heal if you feel bad all the time. The healing comes when you feel safe. Stay tuned, because I do plan on making a video about that soon. I don't know when. It might not be the next video or the one after that, so stay tuned. But yeah, like, in so many ways, you gotta clear your mind. And you start by clearing your mind by, it don't even gotta be a whole hour or so. Just take 5 minutes. I know you got 5 minutes in your day. I know you do. And if you tell me you don't, you're lying. You're lying. 5 minutes. You've got 5 minutes in your day to stop everything you're doing and not be obsessed with your thoughts, but be obsessed with, I don't even want to say obsessed, but instead of obsessing over your thoughts, pay attention to the thoughts without judgment. Do not be like, oh, why am I thinking so negatively? Don't think that. If you're observing your thoughts and you're noticing the thoughts are negative, just let that be. Just notice that they are negative. Just notice. Don't be trying to swat it away and be like, no, don't think that. Don't try and stop it. Just let it flow. Just let it flow like water. They're coming in waves. You are the ocean. You are the ocean, and your thoughts are just waves in the ocean. They are not the ocean. They're just the waves. But we get so wrapped up in our mind because we believe that we are the waves when we are the ocean. You understand? So what I'm saying, when it comes to clearing your mind, feel what it's like to be the ocean. Don't tune into just the minuscule part of the ocean, the wave, but tune into the ocean, your entirety. Man, I remember a few days ago, I think it was last week, man, I was eating a sandwich. I'm literally just eating a sandwich, and I zoned out. Like, I'm zoned out eating a sandwich. And then all of a sudden, I just came back to like my sense of being the ocean, and I realized I'm really just sitting here eating a sandwich. Like, all those thoughts going through my head, right? And at the end of the day, I'm just eating a sandwich. I'm safe. I'm alive. I got a roof over my head. I'm putting a sandwich in my body. I'm breathing. Yet all these thoughts are going through my mind, making me think. A few negative, some positive, some just silly. But at the end of the day, I'm just eating a sandwich, man. That's how you have to be. Even though your thoughts are flowing, you have to remember, you're just being. You are just being. In that moment, I was just being a human being that was eating a sandwich. All those thoughts going in my head, and I was just eating a sandwich. You have to think about that. I know some of y'all, maybe you wake up in the morning, you're brushing your teeth, washing your face. You got all these thoughts going on in your head, right? That's you paying attention to the wave. When you focus so much on the thought, you're paying so attention to the wave. What's that wave? What's that wave? What's that wave? But you have to remember, oh, I'm just the ocean. And you be like, I'm just literally just brushing my teeth. I'm literally just washing my face. Literally, like, what else can I do? Like, but like I was saying with the whole clearing the mind thing, forgive me, y'all. Like I was saying with the whole clearing the mind thing, you really have to just take 5 minutes without judgment. Just notice your thoughts. Whatever you're thinking, just sit there. Just sit there and be like, okay. Sit there. You can put on some music, like not lyrical music, but you know, some type of like rain sounds or flute. Flute is a funny word. Flute. Flute. But nah, I remember when I was in 5th grade, I was learning how to play the recorder. Hot cross buns on the recorder. That's all I remember. But anyways, just take that 5 minutes, man, and just observe your thoughts. Whatever comes up, it comes up. And then after that 5 minutes, you will be aware of where your mental state is at, and you would have had some kind of clarity. You understand? Somewhere in those 5 minutes, as long as you just keep focusing on your thoughts, not focusing on your thoughts, excuse me, focusing on observing your thoughts. Don't focus on the thought, just focus on observing them. For example, that's like me looking at this airplane here, and even though I'm aware that this is me, I'm right here, I'm not going to assume the position of the airplane. I'm not going to start imagining what it's like in the sky with clouds going through my face. I'm not going to imagine that. I'm just going to watch it go by and let it flow. And eventually it will pass and I will never see it again. That's how you have to be with your thoughts. Do not hold on to your thoughts. And this is the last thing I'm going to say. I feel like the topic of this video really went off track. But actually, no. I'm going to tie it back in. Don't worry. What I was gonna say with that is, our thoughts do not make us. Our thoughts do not hold us. Our thoughts do not define us. Because remember, the thoughts are the waves. You have to remember that as you are clearing your mind. That's the first, I'm telling you, and that's what I was talking about, clearing your mind. The first thing you got to start with is, if you don't know where to start with, just clear your mind so you can hear what it is you need to do, because you are always being guided. You just got to listen. You got to tune all that junk out and just listen. That's why I say just 5 minutes. You don't got to really get into like the meditative state. You just got to take 5 minutes and just sit down and just stop. I recommend going outside. I'm so serious, but I recommend being outside, you know, and just being like, okay, and just observe whatever it is. And when you notice that you were too focused on one thought, just bring it back. That's all you gotta do. Do not beat yourself up like, oh man, I focused on that thought. Hey, that's okay. Just bring it back and remember that you are the observer. Just remember that. That's all you gotta do. And so pretty much what I was saying with all of that is, you don't have to know where to start. You just have to start. Don't think so much about it. Just do it. Because like I was saying with all of that as well, the thoughts do not define us. They do not make us. They do not hold us. We hold on to the thoughts. And when you stop holding on to every single thought you come across, you just feel lighter. Everything is able to just flow through your mind. Everything you need to do is able to flow because you're not holding on to thoughts. Sometimes we hold on to a thought. We'll grab a thought. We see it and we hold on to it and we keep it stuck instead of letting it flow. And then we do that so much. We're grasping onto all of these thoughts. Let them go. Let them go. Sometimes I be like that when I be coming up with like all these topics to talk about for a video. I'm like, I gotta talk about this, and I hold on to it. And that's why my brain just be feeling so, and that's why I haven't been that consistent lately, because my brain has just been holding on to so much stuff. And all you have to do is release it. All you have to do is release it, because eventually you're going to get at your breaking point. Eventually you're not going to be able to hold on to every single thought you come across, every single what if, every single how do I, every single I'm not enough, every single da 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 da. You cannot hold on to all of that. Even the positive thoughts, you just let every single thought just flow through your mind and they will pass. And that is how you flow with life. Because when you let go of those thoughts, you are letting go of expectations of what your path is going to look like. Remind you, this is not the well-traveled path. We can predict what is going to happen on the well-traveled path. We can predict, okay, I'm going to do this. I don't even know what the well-traveled path looks like because I didn't go down that path, to be honest with you. But I got a pretty good understanding of the well-traveled path. It's 7 o'clock already. I feel like it's always 7 o'clock when I start to end my videos. I don't know why that is. Like, it always just turns 7 o'clock. But in so many words, enjoy your path, man. Smile, because this is a test. It's the minute you start embarking on your own path, if you can choose to be happy despite the circumstances, if you can choose to be happy, if you can choose to find something to be happy about, if you show God that you are figuring it out, He will help you. But you got to clear your mind, because you're not going to be able to receive that help unless you can hear it. Because God will not yell. He will not yell over your thoughts, okay? Until you decide to quiet your mind, He will not yell. And that's why I be telling people, meditate, man. Matter of fact, I'm going to show y'all this on camera, and then I'm going to end this video. Because when I first started at the beginning of 2023, guided, matter of fact, I think I'm subscribed to him. Great meditation. This channel here, I don't think I can see it good, but this channel here is called Great Meditation, and they got guided meditations, man. I'm talking 10-minute meditations, man. They tell you what to do. They tell you get comfortable. They tell you if you should lay down, if you should sit up, how slow or how fast you should breathe. They tell you to go at a comfortable pace. They tell you what to envision, and in those moments, all you're doing is focusing on that. I'm telling y'all, man, meditation is a game changer. And because of these guided meditations, I figured out new ways for me to meditate that doesn't require me to sit still. I could be meditating, taking a walk. I can be meditating, doing anything, because the goal of meditation is to have moments of stillness. And when you are still, when your mind is still, you're able to receive what it is you're looking for. But that's really all that I have for this video. I hope I got the message across in so many words, that to keep going down your path in so many words, keep listening to your heart. Though it does not look normal, though it does not look practical to the next person, it doesn't matter, because it's you, and it's only you. And guess what? If it doesn't work out for you, you will be guided in another direction. Let me end this video, because I see the crazy folks are out tonight. I see the crazy people are out tonight. Why are we popping firecrackers on October 23rd at 7 p.m.? What's going on? What is going on? But nah, seriously, that's all that I have for this video, man. Stay true to yourself. In so many words, stay true to yourself. That's the message of this video. Stay true to yourself. Stay on your own path. Even if somebody is telling you what you're doing is stupid, it will never work out, they're projecting onto you. And you have to remember that anything that somebody says to you, whether it's good or bad, they are projecting something onto you. If somebody tells you, I really like your hair today, they're projecting how good they feel about themselves onto you. If somebody tells you your hair looks awful, they're projecting how they feel about themselves onto you. That's it. That's all. So stay true to yourself. Don't take in what somebody else is trying to tell you. But on top of that, use a level of discernment, because sometimes God will send people in your life to guide you. So if somebody says, I don't think that's right for you, you got to use a level of discernment. So it's kind of like, use your discernment. But for the most part, most people are not. Anyways, stay true to yourself. That's the overall message of this video. I really do hope y'all enjoyed. And if you did, then leave a comment. Let me know, because I love responding to the comments, y'all. I love responding to y'all, and like, yeah, let me know how you feel. Let me know if you have anything to add in the video, or if you just wanted to, I don't know. But that's all that I have for this video. The sun is setting. It is now 7:04. So I will see y'all in my next video. Until next time, bye friends.